would like to talk about that a little bit because I asked this question to the White House climate advisor who was here before, Ali Zaidi, and I said, when we report on these data centers and we go to communities where they're kind of worrying about all the resources this takes, it's energy, it's water, for some people it's noise now. There's just, we're seeing these data centers get built in rural areas, and there's just concerns coming up where they're going. And we'll hear often from the companies about these technologies you're talking about, which are important technologies.
Right.
But it's hard for us to gauge, okay, is that data center doing that? Or is it doing, the million other things Google does, that some of which may not have that much societal benefit? I mean, should we assume every time we look at a data center project and there's controversy around its energy use that this is, if it's a Google project, key to these technologies you're talking about?
Well, most of it is. I mean, it's worth putting all of this into context. So, for example, data centers in the world consume something like roughly 300 terawatt hours, which is roughly about 1% of all the electricity consumption in the world. That's just data centers in general. If you then look at that, what proportion of the data center work is driving AI? So of the roughly 300 terawatt hours, Google, for example, is about 24 terawatt hours of that. And of that, yes, a fair portion of that is based on AI work. Keep in mind that most things that people don't think of as AI are in fact AI. I'm always amazed when people think Google Translate is not AI, it's just Google Translate. Google Translate is now used by billions of people, and often people don't think of that as AI. So I think one of the things we have to get past a little bit is this idea that AI is not just generative AI. There's so much that's happening in the field that often most people don't even think of as AI. So if you go to that data center, is it serving you Google Maps or Google Search or Google Translate? It's all of the above. AI has now become such a general purpose foundational technology. I can guarantee you there probably isn't a software product that was built to do anything in the last 2 or 3 years that isn't using machine learning capabilities.